We're kicking off with episode 2. So, hey, man, thanks everybody for joining, subscribing to the channel. Last week's chat was really, really, really good. So, hey, throwing up that H because we in Houston. First, I have to, I got to eat crow for a moment. Um, so to my boy Clay, yeah, man, I want to apologize, bro. I gotta give an apology about the whole StockX rant. Um, I'm big on my word. I never want to be, I don't never want to lie. So, or I don't ever want to sound fake. And you won the battle, bro. So, to your point, you proved to me that StockX did have fakes, which I knew. But my thing
Crazy.
was, I had never seen one. You brought the proof. So I owe you lunch. I owe you a beer. I owe you coffee. Whatever it is, I owe you, bro. My bad. I messed up. I messed up. I messed up. So, hey, man, my sincerest apologies, bro. My sincerest apologies.
Crazy, man. Just
Hey, man, he proved it. Like, hey, I mean, divine intervention, I guess, bro. I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, there ain't no way that this could be like that's not right. And lo and behold,
it's like you wanna wait till you see it to believe it type stuff, man.
man,
So
look,
we
man, StockX is like James Harden game 4 of finals.
but you know what? Just to touch on that for a little bit, the dude sent some real shoes, but he said that they were just worn.
I know. I mean, I know, but did he send worn shoes to them, and that's why they kicked it back? Like, is that a generic? Is that a generic reply? I mean, I don't know. I've never encountered them sending me something back that I've sold them because I sell on StockX. I'm not high. I'm not a high seller on StockX.
Right,
I'll be
right.
about 7 or 9 shoes probably this year, but yeah, I don't know if that's a generic response or not. So who knows? But again, hey, he won, man. Like he won the debate. Like what can I say? I mean, there was proof there. Unless that dude's a mole and somebody put him there to like make me look bad, but I doubt that very seriously.
Hey,
So
this
I lost.
it's so
I lost.
crazy is because that's the same dude when you said, "Hey man, look at this clout chaser or whatever on Twitter," and then he posted on the group, and I was like, I think that's the same dude.
Man, it threw me. Like I said, it threw me off, bro. Like I didn't know. I'm like, man, is it? I wasn't trying to be rude. I was more like, man, is that dude? Because you hear people say they got it, especially when Nike sends, got them. Man, people just screenshot that and put it on their pages, bro, and
Yeah,
all that
man,
stuff. So when you see somebody hit some hype, you're like, really?
the
Okay.
Fugazi.
Yeah, he like I said, man, I have to eat crow on both of them. So to the dude that did that, man, that's my bad. I asked a sincere question. I was just wanting to know. I'm like, holy crap, he hit too. Now I'm like 0 for 2 starting this off, bro. It's horrible. Um, Moving on though, hey, so we got our hot take. So our hot take of the week is the Citrin and the Cloud Blue release. So I don't know about you, but my personal feelings on that, man, I think we kind of talked about it a little bit. Man, it felt like an organized general release. That's what it felt like.
Felt like a trap.
What do you mean trap? Like, explain.
It's like, hey, um, I think it's a trap in the app, because everybody's like, oh, launch, release, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, check in, all that stuff, the check in codes,
Mm-hmm.
click on your app, raffles, be picked to win, get this shoe, get this shoe. In reality, shit, everybody could have entered the raffle and got a pair.
Well, I
That's what I
mean,
felt. That's what I mean when I say it's like a trap because it's like, man, they made it
but which
seem like
one
it
though?
was
Because
limited.
I don't think the Cloud Blue was as readily available as
Well,
I didn't see that. Like I heard people lost on the cloud. Like some people won, but there was still a fair amount of people that said, "Hey, I didn't hit." The one that I'm more like, man, the Citron is still available right now in certain places, like certain sizes are. So that's why
I'll,
I feel
I'll,
like it
I'll
was a general.
probably touch up on that. It's like saying, hey, there's a black. Let's say two shoes, the same kind of shoe.
Hmm.
There's a black one coming out. There's a pink one coming out. Which is the consumer gonna gravitate more towards
So
the black pair?
why would they release two though within 48 hours?
Why would they release to within 48 hours?
Yeah, I get Jordan Brand doing it because Jordan Brand they release it. It can be a hype one. It could be another one. It could be a whatever the case may be. What's up, Joe?
What up, Joe?
What's up, Big Air McNair? What's up, Chase? What's up, Isaiah? Glad you can join us, bro. Um, man, I in my head I'm thinking, why would they release them 48 hours apart? And that just kind of threw me off. Like I won a Citrin, I just left it there, and I had a reflective in my inbox. I mean, in my cart, and bro, I was on my way to the gym and all that good stuff. And man, I just I got Sprint. I went from Verizon to Sprint, probably biggest mistake of my life, and it just it crashed on me.
I feel like they probably thought that, hey, you can't win on the clouds. Well, you got another chance on the citrons. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, that wasn't highly available, but this one is within a couple of days.
Yeah,
And
that
then and then maybe it's just that they wanted to release some kind of like fall colored shoe.
yeah, man, I'm tired. I'm getting tired of these earth tone colors, bro. I like them, but I'm tired of so many coming out back to back to back to back to back. Like that citron looks like a cross between a sesame and a landmark. It just looks like a cross between a bunch. I mean,
It's like, hey, let's get a pair of the landmarks and a pair of this and combine it together.
yeah,
And
let them make a baby.
that I man, you know what, man? I'm really confused now. Like at this
Confused
point,
on what part?
like just two shoes within 48 hours. That's just. But the crazy thing is, like, it's like we didn't know. It wasn't a surprise. We knew that it was gonna happen.
Well, yeah. I mean, we did. I mean, granted, we knew it was going to happen, but I guess my take on it is I know what's coming out in December. We kind of saw what's coming out, but more importantly, though, like why would you do it back to back? I mean, Yeezy. I think people are saying Yeezys are dead. I don't agree with that. I think certain Yeezy resale is dead. Like those shoes, I don't care what nobody tell me. I don't believe that people are gonna pay a lot of money for those shoes.
For
Not
the clouds or the citrons.
either one. I don't think people are gonna pay what you
Well,
normally see.
it's definitely too soon, and then a lot of places are restocking, and a lot of debit cards, credit cards not going through, and all that's good stuff. But look, just like this, just like Chase was saying, he said I took an L on the cloud, excited on a exited on a citron. You know,
Yeah, see,
my
I believe the cloud has
yeah,
value. That
it's almost
Citron
like, hey, you didn't win on
doesn't.
the cloud. Here's your chance with the citron, which we have super pairs, super mass pairs, and I guess I don't know, maybe it helps with the customer to keep loyal to releases, to
Got
keep them coming back. It's like, okay, next time they might come out with another color right after. If I didn't get this, I can get this.
you. Yeah, I got you.
And then to
Big
touch
Air.
back on Joe, it's not really that big of a difference in the aftermarket, in the on the
Just
resale of the
about
shoe.
20,
It's
30
not
dollars.
a 20
Well,
$30. You can even
20,
probably
$30.
find somebody that's desperate out there that'll unload it. But the thing about it is, just to touch base on what he said about he took an L. So he feels like on the next shoe he's got to win, right? So I think that's also another gimmick to get people to say, "Oh, in the next pair, I'm gonna try even harder."
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like to even hype up the shoe even more. So, man, I'm sorry that happened, Joe, but maybe you need to try some different strategies. You know what I mean?
Nah,
That
man, Joe, I love you, bro, but tough luck.
Yeah, it is, man.
Kind of happens to all of us, man. Um, it,
Exactly.
it sucks,
What
but
about new Yeezy with no back tab? You know
I'm,
what, Big
I'm actually
Air?
good. I'm good with that, man. I'm actually okay with the no back tab, bro.
For real?
Yes, I'm okay with that
What?
because
I can't.
I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Like I'm okay with it. I would I prefer a back tab? Yes, but I'm okay with it not having a back tab. Like I'm good with it. I don't think it does anything. It's not like taking a swoosh off of Nike to me. It's just for
Man,
me,
to be honest with you, when I put on the shoe without a back tab or a pull tab, whatever you want to call it just feels like something is missing. You know what I mean? Because all my Yeezys, I've kept the statics and the sesames, and it just looks like a full shoe. When you put it on, when you put these ones on, man, it just feels incomplete for some reason. It's like saying putting a Nike check on the
that's what I'm saying.
one.
The swoosh, but I don't think it has the same impact. Like I don't. I think people will be okay without the back tab because here's the thing: is it gonna really hurt that shoe? I don't think it will. I don't think it's gonna hurt the shoe now. I don't
It
think.
it hurts from my experience from the numbers, cause shit, humans lie, but numbers don't. And I hate to say it, but the resale on it is not as expensive as the ones with back tabs, with pull
Hey,
tabs.
let me jump to this real quick. So, Big Ad McNair, you said, what about the reflective Citrin dropping the same day as non-reflective? That's not abnormal.
Yeah, it usually
That-
happens
yeah, it,
almost
it normally
really
actually
close.
happens. To be honest with you, bro, it's
Yeah,
not really abnormal at all. It should it now. I will say this kind of threw people off. It was on a Monday, and I think that
you
kind of
you seen how they? It's like the stepchild.
yeah, you could feel that man. The shoe was going to be in heavy demand, not in heavy demand, but it was going to still be out there. You're going to still be able to find pairs or whatever the case was. I don't even think the Citrin reflective is selling as high as most of the other reflectors.
Nah,
I
because
think
like
it
if
has
you
the same
get like
value.
a static reflective with a pull tab
Yeah,
versus like a cloud white reflective,
yeah, it's not the
that's
same.
not
It's not
that's
the
not the
same
same
thing.
price.
Yeah.
That is not the same price.
Chase, Raffle L, I should say, but I don't think it was smart marketing. Honestly, I think resale would be better if they would have done a month or better in release dates. To be honest, I think the cloud blue. To your point, yeah, I think with
The
that
white
sit,
cloud white, yeah.
yeah, the white cloud. I don't believe that would have been the case with the Citron at all. I don't care when they released it. There's too many colorways that look just like that color. I didn't see anything special
You
about it.
talking about the
That's just me.
citrons?
Yeah. Hmm.
I'm gonna tell you this. What if the citrons came out first and then the cloud whites were coming out maybe 2-3 weeks later? Would that
I
have
don't.
changed anything?
I don't personally think so, but
You don't think so?
you're more into Yeezy than I am in that regard. In 350s, I don't think it would have, man. Like when I look at it, I think of the landmark, I think of the Sesame, I think of partially a
That
Crave. Like
that was so crazy, man. Like
yeah, I don't see anything special, bro. I'm like, well,
nothing, nothing. If they
yeah,
would
it
have
was
made it
nothing.
like a static citron, that's different story. To be honest with you,
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
if it would have came with a pull tab and it would have been a static citron, we're having a whole different type of show conversation.
Exactly. I agree. There was
So
nothing special about that shoe.
nothing special, man. It's
Nothing,
just
nothing about this shoe made any of us. If you even think about it, when we were talking about it, we were more into, you know, the clouds than that one. No one even mentioned that one. That was like
man. I
a throwaway shoe. It
I
was a
like,
throwaway.
but you know what? I like the citrons better than the clouds.
You said that.
I do.
I don't. I don't like that shoe at all.
I do. But for
Even
some
I
reason, I kept the cloud white. But I kept a pair each.
gotcha. Yeah,
I
I
kept a
let
pair
go of my
each.
Citron and moved on from it. Yeah, you know, I was like, well, if I can flip it for something, I was like, man, forget this shit.
It's a good
Um,
Christmas present though, to
so
somebody
who?
who's always wanting Yeezy. Joe, yeah,
Um,
you got. We learn, Joe. I learn something every day. I've been in this industry for a long time, man. I'm telling you, I learn something every day.
I agree. So we're gonna get to we'll look at the chat a little bit more, but man, we wanted to. I gotta ask you, bro. So while we're talking about Yeezys, all that good stuff, right? You saw the post that I put up, and you know I'm frustrated by it. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I'm sick and tired of people making it seem like Travis Scott is the first time a Jordan ever freaking came out. It's not what happened. The shoe was already there. The shoe was already designed. He altered it, and there's hype around it. My idea of all this is cultural influence, right? So
Correct.
when I think about cultural influences, I'm asking myself, like, bro, what is the cultural influences? How do you feel like they've affected the shoe game? Because I think now shoes that come out with general release. So think about it like this, right? If you get a Nike contract, you don't get a Nike contract for Travis Scott's. You don't get an Adidas contract for Yeezys. You get an Adidas or a Nike contract. You have to sell general releases as well as hype releases. So if you don't sell those general releases, they're gonna sit in your damn store. You can't just focus on the hype stuff. They're not gonna say, "Hey, we're gonna send you these Travis Scotts, but we're not gonna send you these LeBrons, or we're not gonna send you these fly knits, or we're not gonna send you this." You're gonna get everything within that contract, bro. Am I right or am I wrong? Because
Man,
I've never heard of a contract being you only get the hype stuff directly from Nike or directly from the shoe vendor. You get whatever is in that season, whatever is in that stock, whatever is in that interval or that quarterly. You just don't get, oh, I'm gonna get this particular shoe. It doesn't work that way. I'm gonna get these Sakai's, but I don't know nothing else but Sakai's. That's not how this works. So I'm asking in the sense of how do you feel like these collabs have really affected or impacted everything that's going on right now?
it's boosted sales for sure.
Okay,
It's rebranded some certain uh, brands. Like Adidas was gone for a long time, you know.
true.
Now it's up there, because of course Kanye's influence, but then it starts way back when he was with Nike and allowing him not to create his own type of shoe. You know what I mean? It's just what I feel is that these companies were dying at some point, and they felt like, man, let's do something different. That's when I believe that you want to try you want to get different results. You got to try something different. So when they first tried with like Yeezys with Nike, it boomed. They were like, okay, well, this guy is selling, but then he wants full creative control. And something that Nike isn't is they will give you full control from my understanding from the background of Nike and stuff like that. They have their own designers, they have their own type of colorways. I don't know who makes these decisions, but that's just based on like shoes that came out, because if a particular person or a particular athlete back then they were like, oh, I want this, they couldn't they weren't out there saying, hey, I'm gonna come out with some green shoes. Nah, you had to go through Nike, you had to go through their design team, you had to go through different obstacles, you know what I mean? And I think that when Kanye first entered Nike, he made a big influence because it's like, hey, let me at least give you an input. Let's try a certain shoe. Then that certain shoe hit big, and then Nike was like, okay, we can't give him full control. Of course, there was antics behind Kanye and behind these influences.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of times they didn't want to partake in that. That's outside of the culture, of course. All these that happen in the different industry, in the music industry. You know what I mean? Like, of course, certain outbursts, certain beefs. They didn't want to be a part of. You know what I mean? Hey, pick side A or pick side B. So when they let go of that, of Kanye, they were like, well, let's see if he can do the same thing if he goes to a different brand, if we release him or whatever. Shit.
It doesn't matter if they're ugly or not, right?
Then yeah, exactly. Well, that lets you know you put a TS or you put a YZY in front of a shoe, that will tell you something. You put a Supreme, you put a Cause, you put an Off White, you man, there's so many damn collabs right now. It's crazy, and I just wanted to say can these companies survive without collabs? Because, bro, so many
Um,
shoes then came out. Did you
that's,
purchase any shoe that didn't have a TS or a YZY within this past month? Be honest.
no, I mean, and this, I'll
Yeah.
just use my background, right? I don't think any brand can survive in this day and age with this particular generation. They can't survive without a collab, bro. It's virtually impossible to survive without a collab. I mean, hell, you can go right now into American Eagle and is it American Eagle? But yeah, I think it is American Eagle. They have I mean not Yeezy. Lil Wayne has a clothing line in American Eagle. He sells a chain
That,
for
yeah.
125 freaking bucks, bro, and it's fake. And people were buying this ugly gold plated chain for 125 in American Eagle. Two J's has a piece of American Eagle where he's selling shoes within American Eagle as well. And keep in mind, I think if my memory is right, man, they're the largest denim seller, I think, either in the United States or maybe in the world, but I know that they're the largest denim seller, at least in the United States for a fact.
Who is?
American Eagle.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's understandable because it's affordable. But
yeah,
god damn, those
yeah.
clothes are, man. I'm
Dark,
not even
awful,
speaking on it.
ugly. Like they're horrible. But at
Jeez.
the same time, though, they know that most people that wear that stuff, man, we're not wearing just me when I look at when I'm out and about and I look at people. People are not wearing $200 jeans every time you look up, bro. I don't know where anyone gets that from. All these hype beasts that we may see and they follow and all that, you can't afford that. To be a hype beast, you gotta have money. Period.
Yeah, for
You
real.
gotta be
And you
without
know
money.
what? It's more than money, man. You gotta have a plug.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly my
have a
point. Like,
you need all that.
which is money. You're not gonna get a
Correct.
these item for retail at 100. You're gonna have to give them something more normal, or you got a homeboy, somebody like that, or a homegirl. But you can't wear some of that crap at retail, bro. Like you can't afford to. Most sneakerheads. The one thing about being a sneakerhead is we all know it is very costly. It's not cheap. You can't. That's like being a sneaker YouTuber. You can either be a sneaker YouTuber and you can go out and review shoes in the mall, which is there's nothing wrong with that, or you can be a sneaker YouTuber and buy a bunch of shoes. And then you start getting into that conversation of are you a collector or are
Oh
you just
man.
a viewer? And I don't
Correct.
know which one you are, which I don't care. I'm just simply saying, bro, to be a sneaker head, like to really be in a hype beast, a sneakerhead that wants to collect, you gotta have money. If you don't have the capital, you can't do it. Period.
I think there's also a difference between being a real sneakerhead and a high beast.
Oh, absolutely,
There's a difference.
absolutely, absolutely.
We say hip hop
Hey,
is the direction correlation. Look at Easy
you
and DJ.
know, you know, you gotta turn off the TV, right? You're gonna get clapped because you streaming Disney stuff. Disney gonna come after you hard, bro. Don't just know that you're gonna get that email in your inbox.
That's why I cut the screen in half.
You ever seen the South Park version of Mickey Mouse?
I cut the screen in half. Let
Oh
me
man,
put
you're gonna
some.
get the South Park version of Mickey Mouse, bro. He gonna be in your inbox. He gonna be ready to charge you up. Like you can't do it, bro. Can't do it.
Let
Can't
me
do
just turn that on right there.
it.
So let me see, DJ. Yeah, it's like, but the thing about DJ Khaled is what Isaiah is saying. It says hip hop is the direction correlation. Look at Yeezy and DJ Khaled. All the buzz around the pics of Khaled receiving shoes, which is pics were planned to build hype. That shoe was already hyped up
Which
before
one?
he did that. You know,
Which one?
the man, I think they were the new V3
Oh yeah,
700s.
yeah, yeah, yeah. They
So the
were.
what? Yeah, you know when he got off the plane or something
Yeah,
like
they
that, and he
were.
gave him the shoe.
I think that may be the most anticipated shoe behind the Travis Scott six by far. I don't think it's even close. It may even be more anticipated than the Travis Scott six because a lot of people don't like sixes. They don't like the way they fit. They don't like the way they look. So a bunch of hype beasts are going to go after that Travis Scott six. But I can tell you, a general sneakerhead may not like the shoe because of the colorway. I don't
I
know.
I I'm gonna tell you right now. I might offend some people out there, but I like the way the sixes look as far as the shoe, but I don't like the way they look on my feet.
There you go. That's
So
exactly what I was
I
saying.
will,
I know a lot of people don't like sixes.
yeah. Will I
They-
ever wear a six just to as a fashion statement? I don't think I would because I don't look good in it. Period. I've tried so many times, so I've only narrowed down to like, okay, what shoes do look good on
That's
me?
a very difficult shoe to wear, bro. A six is a very hard shoe to wear to style it. You can do it, but it's still hard to pull off. I don't care who
Yeah,
you are.
it you
Like,
like, yeah.
go on Instagram, and when you see people do their unfoots and they do all their picks or shoe of the day, tell me how many you see with people wearing sixes. I guarantee you won't see it.
Bro, I can't stand it when somebody
You
got
won't
some
see it.
huge ass legs and they got these sixes on, and I'm
That's
just
my
like,
point.
God damn, you look like you got on some like foot gloves or something
That's my
like
point.
that.
You won't see it, bro. I'm telling you, you just won't see it. I don't
you,
care who you are. I don't care who you are. You will not see a lot of people wearing sixes. Sixes are more collectibles, in my opinion, than everyday wear. Like you don't see people doing it every day. My sixes are still
anybody wear
every.
sixes out there if you watching?
Yeah, I would love to know somebody that wears a six religiously.
I've never seen somebody on feed post. You know what? I've seen a few, but not as much as other shoes.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Not as much as
I've
other
never
shoes.
seen that. I've never ever seen it. But I get it. I mean, people do it. My sixes are still in the closet. They haven't been. I think they've been worn once, if that. I don't even think they were worn outside. They were worn around the house.
I have no personal sixes at all.
Really?
I don't.
Yeah.
I did. Like I said, man, what am I doing? Like, am I collecting, or am I wearing these shoes? And I just found myself collecting to keep up. But then at some point, I was just like, hey, if you're not wearing it, man, like bless somebody else with it. You know what I mean? Even though if you let it go for retail or $20, $30 extra, like, hey, at least you're getting your money back rather than sitting there, you're not gonna do nothing with it. And I was like, man, that's an expensive thing to collect. It ain't like baseball cards or football cards. You know what I mean? You're
Shoot.
talking about $200, 250.
But what you just said though, this is why you got so
Only
many
sixes
damn
you ever see are infrared.
infrareds. That's my point. And what you just brought up, bro, is exactly why you see all these damn fakes.
Look at this. Although I would rock the green Gatorades.
I would too. I would
Why?
too.
Why would you rock the green Gatorades?
For me,
Yeah,
I like the color. I like the colorway.
the green.
Yeah, I
So
like.
why wouldn't you like the T? Do you like the TS6 colorway?
I do. I never said I didn't like
Oh,
it.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
You
I like
said some people
it.
wouldn't.
I said some people wouldn't. I know that a lot of people are buying it because it's hype and they got the pocket
I
and
don't,
all
I
that.
don't,
Go
I
on the
don't
dark
see a lot of
soul.
people saying, "Oh man, them TS6s." I do see a lot of people saying that the TS1s highs were the ugliest shoes ever made.
People hate those.
People
Man,
hate those shit.
they hate
And I'm
those.
like, give me a reason. And I'm like, oh man, the swoosh, this, that. I've never saying that. Hey, I've never heard them say that it was a bad colorway because the mocha to me,
I like it.
I like it. Well, you know
But I
what?
don't like the. I don't like the lows. I hate the lows. I despise the lows.
God,
Like
here
I
we
hate that
go.
shit. That shoe just sits there. Like
We just gonna debate about that this whole entire time.
no, I just no. We ain't got to debate. I just hate them.
The only reason why, like I said, I don't
I
look,
hate those shoes.
man. What's so crazy is that some the ones are just so creasable. They just get so damaged when I wear them because I got freaking huge legs.
Got you.
You know,
Yeah.
they crease up so bad in the back. I ain't worried too much in the front. I like the front crease, but the back, you just like, God, dog.
Yeah.
Really, I do that, especially when I fucking drive. I can't stand it.
But to your point though, like with the sixes, that's why you have so many. And you know what, man? Let me do this. I don't want to because we had something come up in the group, bro, and it came up. It came up in the group, and the conversation started off with I don't know who it was, so I don't want to misquote them or say anything wrong. But they were like, "Hey, in the sneaker world, bro, I look at some of the big time YouTubers, and I look at some of the stuff they're talking about, and I'm gonna say it. They were talking about Urban Necessities, bro. And I felt like I couldn't touch it. Like I don't have a channel. I'm not gonna touch it. But they brought it up. Let's do this. Man, the question was, do you think it's right for someone to sell a fake shoe, whatever, 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 whatever? You know what? I'm not gonna touch that piece of it. The piece that I am gonna touch, and I'm not gonna use it from a sneaker perspective. I'm gonna touch it from, and maybe we both can touch it from. Let's talk about what a fake is, what a rep is, what a UA is, and what a custom is. Let's just kind of knock this out the way right now. Let's get this over with. So anybody that talks to us weekly or daily, if you are offended, you're gonna meant to be offended. I'm sorry. It is what it is. If
Hey
you don't want to
Chase,
hear it, check out now. I get it.
I'm gonna touch back on this, Chase. I'm gonna touch back on that.
Yeah.
But bro,
No,
you
I
you want
mean,
you want me to go first?
you can go first.
All
Well,
right.
I'm not looking at it from a sneaker. I'm gonna look at it from what I have done, what I have been in, what I have sat through, and I just want to add my perspective from that piece of it. So you can talk about it from the sneaker side. I just want to bring in the other perspective of it.
From a sneaker side, man, to be honest with you, if the shoe has never been made, it's just a fake. A
That,
fake,
that's that's where I am too.
a fake is a fake. Like somebody could say, like, "Hey, I got these red TS1 highs." Those are fake, man.
They
They're
are
not. They're
absolutely,
they're not
absolutely.
unauthorized. Whatever. I don't even know what the names are, man. My
So
thing is, if
let's do
it
that.
did, go
Let's
ahead.
do what you just said. What you just said. What's an unauthorized shoe? An unauthorized shoe or an unauthorized product, and remove it from shoe. I won't mention shoe. I'm gonna do my best not to. An unauthorized product is a product that has been created without the permission of the manufacturer. Period. The
That,
manufacturer has nothing to do with that product being created.
that's with
Then you have
anything.
huh?
That's with anything.
Yeah. Then you have rep. You have replica, right? If I have a replica is a version of that is normally smaller, like I don't know, the Statue of Liberty, and then you can go out and get the souvenir of the Statue of Liberty. It's a freaking replica. That's what it is. It looks like it, but it is not. It is not.
Not-
You know, yeah, it's not that. Like I don't get it. And then a custom is taking something and altering it and changing it around, right?
a
Then you have
yes. To me, the definition to a custom, yes, correct. Go ahead.
yeah, you take a silhouette and you change it around. So I brought an example of something.
Oh shit.
So this is Alicia's. What does this look like?
That is a that's a Gucci belt, huh?
Okay. So anybody watching this, you think this is a Gucci belt? Okay. What's this?
The Gucci belt.
Okay. The belt that I held up, this is a Banana Republic belt. This is truly a Banana Republic belt, bro. And you know what that means? What do you think? What do you think these two mean? Like, what do you think? Why do you think they look alike?
Definitely the it just catches the attention for sure.
Exactly. It's a knockoff.
Correct.
There's
Not a
nothing
yeah.
illegal. There's nothing illegal with a knockoff. Think about it. The biggest
That's
knockoff,
also a different word, but yes, correct.
exactly. The biggest knockoff that you have
Yes,
is
it do. It do
the
look alike.
biggest knockoff that you have is Aldo. Aldo makes every shoe silhouette that we like, but they label it as Aldo. You cannot copyright or trademark an idea. Like you can only patent it. So the shoe has been patented, not the design of a shoe. The technical term shoe has been patented. That's it. So it's the idea. Now it's the trademark piece of it. Banana Republic cannot call this belt a Gucci belt.
Correct.
But the inspiration behind this belt is this. This is the inspiration. And that's
With a different alteration to it.
there you go. That's what we're getting into all of these conversations. So you start talking about like you start talking about trademarks and all that good stuff, bro.
Yeah, copyright and all that
Yeah,
shit.
copyright is more literal in the sense of I wrote this down, I got a song, my artwork, whatever. Trademark is
Movies,
the swoosh, is the Nike, is
the
Gucci,
Yeezy, yeah.
whatever. Yeah, that's a trademark. You can't touch that. So they were talking about those Travis Scott lows. You can make that Travis Scott low. You can call it Theodore Ivy. You just can't call it Travis Cactus Jack anymore. You can't do that. You can call it Clarence Oak Tree. You can call it Cactus Jack. You can't do it. Like it's illegal at that moment, at that point in time.
So you're
It's
saying like if they make the same exact shoe and they call
without
it
without Nike on it, without the swoosh,
okay without the
it can
swoop,
have the
like
colors.
it like identical. It's like the identical. And you know what's so crazy, man? It's so easy these days because to get to compare it to something else. Uh, Robin Thicke made a song.
Yeah,
You remember that song? I
yeah.
forgot what the hell that's.
Yeah, it was the Marvin Gaye.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
When I
that's
listened,
copyright. That's
exactly.
copyright infringement.
When I was like, damn, that's so crazy because you just hear a hint of the cadence to it.
Hmm.
But in the fucking court of law, they felt like it was a total fucking copyright infringement of the song. And I
And
was
it
like,
is.
wow, that is crazy. Just that little bit. So that tells me, what do you think on a material thing? Like as a shoe, a belt, a hat?
It's just a trademark. That's it. You can't touch the trademark.
But I'm thinking it's the same. To me,
It's
it's
the same
similar.
principle. It's
It's
the same principle.
similar.
It's the same principle. It's just that one is more artistic. Copyright is artistic and literal. Trademark is more physical, meaning I have
Correct. An
a brand,
item,
I have
a
a
thing.
logo,
Yes.
I have this, I have that.
But I,
So,
yeah, I just compared it because that's how easy it is
yeah,
to say, "Hey, you copied my shit."
bro, absolutely.
You know
So,
what I mean?
for
So
example, like
yeah,
when
dog,
somebody
man.
argues, like when it comes from the same manufacturer, stop, stop, stop. Nike makes 25,000 shoes. I cannot give where I got this from, so I'll go backwards. I'll just say 25,000 pair of jeans are made. 20,000 meet whatever the quality control specifications are. There's 5,000 that do not. Once that 5,000 hits, they'll say, hey, you know what? You can do whatever you want to with these 5,000. Burn them, whatever. If someone happens to take those 5,000 shoes, 5,000 jeans or extra pair of jeans and sell them, those are not authorized jeans, period. They are not. They no longer exist within that particular realm. And a manufacturer standpoint will be, yo, I don't care where you got them from. Did they come from us?
Co-
Also, another piece
correct.
of it, Dean, is look, man, once they leave me, this whole thing, like, well, what would Nike say? Nike don't care. Nike ain't gonna authenticate the shoe anymore. They don't care. They put out 20,000. If you want to buy one of those shoes that somebody said, hey, they came off from the same manufacturing plant, that's on you. But Nike is saying, look, we made 20,000 shoes. If you trust Bob to sell you that shoe that he's saying came from the same factory, that's on you. I don't have nothing to do with that no more. I have nothing to do with that. Even when we think about when we take a shoe back to Foot Locker, Foot Locker doesn't authenticate your shoes. They only see if the two sizes match the box for the most part. I don't think there's
Yeah,
claim.
and look at that tag. That's about it. They don't
Yeah,
sit there and count the stitches or see the the spacing and all that stuff.
yeah, it doesn't work that way. I'll give you a good example of that. Back in the 90s, where I worked at a place called Incredible Universe. It was like a Best Buy before Best Buy, like really blew up. You could play
Well,
video games, all that.
yeah, yeah. You can buy
Like you could
anything
do
in there.
it. Exactly. Um, or I'll go back even further. Go back to the early 80s. Remember when you could rent video games from local video stores?
Blockbuster.
Yeah. Well, go back before Blockbuster, just the neighborhood video store.
Okay, like
Well,
movie
the way that we
exchange.
built
Yeah.
up our Nintendo collection was we took the game, we unscrewed it, took out the guts of the game, put it in another cartridge, and put that particular gut into that cartridge and gave it back. So if I wanted Contra, I had Contra and I wanted Zelda, I flipped the Zelda inside into the Contra casing, and put the Contra case inside the Zelda, gave it back to the dude, and it was like, yo,
Man,
I got Zelda now. It's just that it's in the Contra packaging. Well, they never took the game and turned on the TV and was like, let me make sure this is the Contra game or whatever, or the Zelda game. They never did that. That's the same thing that happens with the shoes, bro. They're not checking it like that. Incredible Universe. We sold the Nintendo 64. I'll never forget this, bro. I never sold Nintendo 64. Then Nintendo 64 came out, we sold it. They were like, how did you can't sell early because it has to be tracked, procurement, all that good stuff, right? So we sold it. And somebody brought it back. They were like, yo, it's defective, it don't work. It was like $360 at the time. So they brought it back and we had a rep to come and he was like, hey, how's everything going? We were like, oh, it's fine. He's like, did you have any returns? I was like, yeah, we got one return. He's like, really? I said, yeah. He said, let me see it. He plugged it up. It was not a Nintendo 64. Someone had literally removed the guts of the Nintendo 64, put it in something else, and put something else in that Nintendo 64 that would not read the games, bro. No one authenticated the item at all. Like, no one did. So we just got hit for $364. This person got a free freaking Nintendo 64. And he's like, we don't care once the product leaves. He's like, we already got our money for it. I'm just trying to teach you all because the store lost money. We didn't lose money. We don't care if it's fake or not anymore. You already paid us. We don't give a damn. He's like, we just don't care anymore. Like, we don't care.
yeah,
So that's what it is. Yeah, that's exactly what happens, bro. People need to really realize that it's still a fake. You can buy, you can buy whatever you want to buy. It doesn't make it right or wrong. I mean, it doesn't make it right. It makes it wrong. Period. Simple, plain and simple. Customizing a shoe. Think about it. We asked to get shoes customized. You cannot take a shoe, take a white Jordan. Let's say, what was the red and white Jordan? Was it a Defiant?
yes,
Okay. That shoe is red and white. You cannot slap the Supreme logo on that shoe and think it's okay. It's you can do it and you can wear it around. You can't sell it. Once
correct.
you sell it, now you're in trouble. You cannot sell it for profit. Once you do that, it opens up Pandora's box. That's just my rant. And I keep seeing this come up in the groups that I'm in, conversations with people. No, it's fake.
It's fake.
Outright period. It's, it's fake. It's fake. Now, should we care that you're wearing it? Absolutely not, bro. Who cares? But you can't go around and say it's real. It's fake.
Just
You
from
did not get
yeah,
paid.
just from a legal standpoint, just from a title standpoint, I can't go to the flea market and buy a Gucci purse and be like, this is an authentic Gucci purse. It doesn't work that way.
Absolutely.
It
And
doesn't
that's
work
the
that way.
issue. And people are making
Now, if
arguments.
you were to get a Louis Vuitton bag and you want to slap a Supreme on there, yeah, it will be an authentic, custom Louis Vuitton, but it won't be a authentic Louis Vuitton Supreme collab.
It will not.
It will
And
not.
once,
It's just
and if
that's
you
just the
sell
big
that
difference.
purse, if you sell that purse, then it's a problem. You can't sell that purse.
Yes.
You cannot sell that purse, bro. You can
Yeah,
customize it
it's
all.
it's okay to alter it. It's just like a car. You can go get a car. You can put rims on it. You can put a Nike sign on it. But like you said, man, once y'all start selling it, man, y'all gonna be in trouble with the law. That's
Yeah, you
that's
can't you
that's
can't sell it. And I think that's what people are trying to do. They're saying what you said earlier. You hit the head on the nail. All these shoes that are coming out, all these collabs, all this, all that. I want it so bad, and I'm willing to take a shortcut. I'm willing to take the shortcut. I'm willing to buy it for cheap, and it's fake. And then I'm saying, well, why are you worried about what I'm wearing? Or
is that what it is? Are they caught up? Are they caught up in the hype, or are they caught up into cloud chasing?
what's the difference in the two? And I'm not being funny. Like, what's the difference?
Caught up in the hype is definitely somebody who will try to get the real deal at no matter what cost.
Okay.
Caught up in the clout. is you go out there to Willy Foo Foo and get that TS1 fake
Okay.
and rocking it around, telling everybody TS1's on my feet.
I think it's a little bit of both.
You think
Um,
so?
I do. I think the hype is people want to be accepted. I think
All right. So
20 to
it
30
goes
percent,
back to that. Correct.
yeah, 20 to 30% of sneakerheads or people that buy shoes or whatever are truly like, I love this shoe. 70% of them though, they just want to be accepted. They want to be able to walk around and have somebody say, "Yo," it's a good feeling to have somebody stop you in the mall and be like, "Yo, what are those on your feet? Are those look nice?" Um, I think the cloud chasing also exists as well. I mean, think about it. In the game now, if you don't own an Off White, a Travis Scott, a Yeezy, your collection is pretty much shit now. Now that may not be true, but people look at your collection as shit. They're like, man, he don't own Yeezy, a Off White, a Travis Scott. Man, your collection's shitty. Or you don't own a retro Jordan. Your collection is shitty.
Even if you own a retro Jordan, man, if it's not a specific one,
There you
like
go.
people will shit on you, man. That's so
Yeah,
crazy nowadays,
it's
man. You
shitty.
know,
The hype that you just brought up has killed the general releases. There are
but
some good general releases out there, bro.
what if a person has real TS1 nut wears fake pair?
But where's the fake pair? What would be the purpose, Big Air Man? I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be
It's
funny.
try to elaborate more on that.
Yeah, like what would be the purpose? And I know I haven't worn mine yet. I own a pair and they still sit in my closet. I have not pulled them out to wear them. And the reason why I haven't pulled them out to wear them is because I don't even know if I want to keep
The lows.
the highs and the lows.
Oh, you should keep
I
the
like
lows. Get rid of the
them.
highs.
You say what?
Keep the lows and get rid of the highs.
No, man. Not really. No, no, no.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I just
them
okay. Maybe it's just me, man. But the highs is just so,
lows, they get on my nerves, man. I look at them, I
bro. The lows are
hate the
so
color
much
blocking.
functional, man. It's like when I go out there and flex on the lows, you like, okay, I can move around. But when in the highs, it's like I'm a stiff motherfucker out there, man. It's
I
so
hate them.
crazy.
I hate them goddamn lows. Like I despise
And so what is the purpose of you keeping a low?
them. To sell to get what I want. You already know my master plan.
Okay. Yeah,
Master,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey
master
man,
plan. Like
that's for another episode, but we
yeah,
definitely
I've never lied about my plan. I have a master plan. It's
yes.
it's not um eventually I do see myself becoming a reseller at some point in my in my life. Right now I don't have the technical resources to do it. The money is not the problem. It's the technical resources I do not have right now. So I just whatever I get, I keep and hope that it can grow so I can flip it for something that I really want, which most
Yeah.
people do. But I don't see how you can become a store owner without being a reseller. It's like virtually impossible. And you
So
know what?
yeah.
I am a reseller in a way. If I buy an item and I sell it for more than what it's worth, technically I'm a reseller.
Correct.
That's really the definition of it. So I
If
am a reseller.
my thing is if you do it habitually, you're a reseller. If you
Yeah, and I
do
have
it
that.
if you do it to support a certain financial gain, then to gain the same item to pay for that same item, basically.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
reseller.
you would call it a flipper, reseller, whatever you want to call it. If you do it more than once, you're gonna end up being a reseller.
Yeah,
And
I'm a
then and there's let me tell you also, man. There's a I don't know if we should touch on this right now, but
no, you
there's
can.
also a different hype in the reselling game. You get caught up into let me make this. You don't even care about what you're selling anymore.
So if you're a reseller, are you still technically a sneakerhead?
To me, I'm a sneakerhead first, but second, I gotta pay bills. So that's when the reseller and the hustler in me comes out. saying, okay, you're gonna support this habit. Well, guess what? You're gonna need to do something different. Because of course, like we all financially plan to, towards our lifestyle. Not
Gotcha.
everybody can drive a Benz and pay that car note every month. You know what I mean? So if you do want to drive a Benz, guess what? You might have to do a little bit extra if you're not able.
True.
You know,
True. I mean, I fortunately, you know what? I mean, I drive a nice car, but I'm also paid, because no matter how big YouTube takes off, I can't see it being my career. Um,
Correct. And there's a little hidden thing too about like reselling and stuff like that. It's because like when we, let's say, a lot of people call this release. They just get the Citrin and the clouds. Going back to a brick, right? But
It's
then
not really
there's
getting busted of it.
there's a hidden agenda
Yeah.
where you want the points and you want these certain stores to say, hey, he purchased this, and he
Yeah.
purchases that.
Yeah. It's building, it's networking.
Not even that, just the points you get out of it. It's like, okay, this is a repeat buyer.
Yeah, that's my point. It's networking.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
You have went through the automation of networking. You're like, if I buy 20 of these, it'll boost up my VIP status.
Yes,
And
correct.
it's like, well, when something else comes out, hell, I can get it. I know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly. I've told people that want to buy a hype release that never buy shoes. I'm like, bro, go in there, buy a bunch of GS stuff. I mean, GR stuff, general release stuff. Keep it right before like the hype release comes out. See if it can boost up your VIP status. Once you get that shoe, take all that stuff back. Take all
It's
that GR stuff back.
become, yeah, it's become the hype of being a member and the points and the status of your account in that certain store.
That makes sense.
Because then you end up saying, I was like, man, I keep getting this and I keep getting that. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, I got to get this so I can get just in case something else comes out.
Yep. That's
You know,
exactly what
I
I do with Foot Locker. I don't do it with finish lines. Screw finish lines, man. And I hate them people.
oh man,
I'm
that,
not, I'm not a fan of
that's
finish lines.
man. What's so crazy, man? Because I'm starting to really, really lose faith in that store.
Yeah, that store is horrible.
It is, man, and I just
It's
hate
terrible.
their. I don't know what's going on, because my background is in IT. I just don't get it with that app. I just don't. I don't know who runs that app. It's not a same app that runs Finish Line, Foot Action, or Champs or Foot Locker for sure.
No, it's not. Yeah,
It's
that
something
that
else. I gotta look uh, deeper into that.
before the Concord came out last year, bro, I spent like $600, $600
Shit.
in finish line, and I still did not hit. And even after, I never hit a shoe into a reseller, bro.
Sorry, typo. When someone doesn't want to wear an expensive shoe because it decreases value, so they wear a fake but also have a real one.
Oh yeah, you're a reseller.
Yeah, because if you do
I've
that,
heard some
that
people
means that you're planning to sell the real
sell the
shoe
shoe.
later on.
Yeah, you had
But
no intent on keeping that shoe.
correct. And my thing is that someone who does that, just resell the shoe
Yeah, just get
and
rid
wear
of
the
it.
fake and wear the fake. You
Yeah,
know, that's all I'm saying. If
that's what you
you
want to do.
that's chasing at a high level. That's
Yeah,
cloud chasing at a high level
yeah,
for sure.
because you're saying you want the money, but you don't want to put the shoe on your foot that you paid 175 for. And I guess I'm confused by that. And see, that's why I feel like it's clout chasing.
Let me
It's
ask
like,
you something, man. Let me ask you something. Your TS1. So if even though if you do wear it, do whatever you got to do with it, it's still worth more than what you paid.
yeah, pretty much. I can wear it right now, and I'm still gonna be able to sell it used.
So what is the big deal? I just I just I just don't know what the big deal is. Just wear it, man. You still gonna get. You're not gonna get the max, of course.
Yeah,
But at least it gives you integrity. If that even freaking exists now.
I don't think people care about that too much in this anymore.
Damn, for real. That's
I
a
think
law. That's
I,
definitely
I
a
truly
lost
believe
art.
because here's the thing, right? So think about the integrity piece of it. You can and like I said, I'm not meaning to ruffle anybody any feathers. How can you review a product that you don't own? I marketing background. I'm asking a sincere question. How can you review something you do not own? Even if you walk into a store and you say, "Hey, let me review this particular shoe," right? You go into the store, you review the shoe. You never worn
Well, at that point, it's not a review. It's your
it.
opinion. It's your
It's,
opinion at that
there you
point.
go. So that's how much the whole ethics of
That's
it has changed.
definitely
Like
a big difference.
because buying any product, buying anything, especially clothing for styling, it's not just about the shoe itself or the pants or the shirt. It's about how it looks with a complete outfit. So I can look at a shoe and I can say, and the reason why I bring this up is because Big Ed McNair talked about the first class dropping Saturday. Here's the thing: the way I go about buying my shoes. Dean and I have a very different approach to how we buy shoes.
Let me see what this thing is.
Yeah.
First class. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening.
I buy shoes. I buy shoes. I buy shoes and I look at the outfit that I want to wear with. I just don't buy the shoe. If the shoe doesn't match in my head what outfit I want to put together, I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want it. That shoe right there, that first class, I can't think of anything in my mind that I could put that shoe with. So I don't even want that shoe. I'm not looking at it only to get a. I already know what it looked like. I don't want it. I don't personally want it. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go after my size. I'm gonna go after low sizes to flip because I think the resale value on sizes below an 8 are about a good $40 or $50. After. So I'm kind of trying to target that to see if I can get one or two pairs and get about 100 off of it. Now I'm gonna turn that into something that I've been looking at. Um, but yeah, I would never buy that shoe. I wouldn't buy that shoe.
To rock it, you would never rock that shoe.
No. And people that are doing shoe reviews, if you don't own the shoe, in my opinion, it's very difficult to do a shoe review because part of that is you can convince me to buy the shoe based on the way the outfit looks with the shoe.
That's crazy because I would only wear it if somebody else paid for it.
See, there you go. Like I think that's another piece of this that's being missed. I can convince you. The whole marketing gambit is to convince you to buy it because of how it looks, not the way it's sold. I can put it on and you can say, man, that shoe is horrible. That shoe is horrible. That shoe is horrible. The Travis Scott ones, I did not want. I never wanted it. I never wanted the high ones. When I first heard that they were going to be released, I didn't want it. Then I started seeing people wear them on foot, and it changed my entire perception of the shoe. I said, you know what, man, fear God, same exact thing. I started seeing fear gods on people's feet, and I'm like, whoa, that's a nice shoe, Or if I wear it with this, I wear it with that, I wear it with this. How are you getting that impact if I just walk into a store, hold a shoe up, and I'm like, yo, you know, this shoe is this. It's not all that. It's not all that because of what you're saying. It doesn't mean that it won't make an outfit pop, stand out, look good, look different, anything like that. It doesn't mean that.
I forgot. I forgot about that collab too, man. Fear of God.
Yeah.
That's
Man, I
another
love
collab
feeling
that's in
that.
there.
I
That's
love that shit.
the the first ones. I forgot what the official name of it was, but yeah, man. When that shoe first came out, I was just like, man, what it the concept is cool. Like but I had to see it on feet for me to like say, damn, can I rock it like that?
It's a mixture of a Hirachi and a Raid in a way. Um, that has the
It was
two,
just too high. It was just too high for me.
yeah.
It was just
Um,
too much of a high top.
yeah. And the zipper is horrible. It's like you need instructions to take off the shoe, bro.
The silhouette and the as I would say, like the way that it looks, it's like it's a great looking shoe.
I own three pair.
It's like it's like an art piece. Damn, three pair.
Yeah, I own three pair.
I've
That's
all
the one shoe that it's hard for me to, no matter what people say, I look at them like, man, that's like a goat.
look what it said. I kind of like them, but I probably wouldn't wear the
I
first
think he's
of them.
talking about that.
The ones
Yeah,
on the ones. Is that
Big
what you're
Air.
talking about? Big Air, like, just to make it clarify. Do I like them? I mean, it's cool with the barcode and stuff like that, but would I rock it? Man, I really don't see myself rocking a lot of like all white shoes mixed with yellow.
Yeah,
That man, I just have there's just no fashion statement that you can make.
it's not.
Somebody will pull it off though. Somebody will
Oh
pull it
yeah,
off for sure.
somebody's gonna look damn good,
Yeah, somebody gonna look
damn
fly in
good
that
wearing
shoe
it
for
too.
sure. But
Yeah,
you just gotta stick with those with that shoe in your collection. I,
yeah,
and
somebody's gonna
then
look damn
yeah, and
good.
then there's some people that wear it, you know, one or two times, and then that's it. You know, they let it go. You know,
Yep, that shoe is gonna. I don't see it for me. I don't like it. I just don't. I don't like it. I do not like the shoe. I don't like the color. I was expecting something totally different.
yeah, it was. I knew the shoe. I didn't think that it was gonna come out this soon. You know, but
Yeah,
it.
I was expecting something different. And when I saw it,
Everybody wanted the black. Everybody wanted the black toe.
that's what I expected. I expected the black toe. I didn't expect that yellow and that neon yellow. It's like, man, really bright neon. Ugh, I can't do it, man. It looks like a gimmicky shoe.
It to me it looks like a diversion to something. It's
Yeah,
just I think it's I just think it's distracting us from that damn TS6 release. To be honest,
oh, wait, what? Why you say that?
what that is because my thing is because it's coming out soon, right?
I mean, yeah, it's dropped in 20 days with potentially a shot drop in 7 days.
Yeah, and it's then that first class or whatever is coming out this Saturday.
Hmm.
All right, so when I think that hey, let's drop this shoe, right? And then when you drop this other shoe, it's gonna force people to be like, damn, I just got these shoes.
Yeah,
What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do with these?
I wouldn't mind.
I
I
think it's just I think it's just a gimmick to. It actually will help the the people who actually want the TS6s because a lot of people are like, damn, I just spent money on these. Fuck, there's no way I'm gonna try to spend my money on these right here.
Yeah, I'm not going after that shoe, bro. Like I'm not like unless I get a low size I can sell and kind of build up on it. But I can't chase every general release, even though it's not a technical general release. I don't feel like it's gonna sell out so the way people are positioned.
You don't
I
think it's
don't.
a general release this first class?
I don't. I don't think it's a general release in the sense of it's going to be widely available if you just walk around in certain sizes. I don't see that.
Yeah,
I
and
see,
yeah, of course, certain sizes are always gonna sell out, but
yeah,
I
I
think
don't.
it's
I
gonna
don't see
be a general release for sure.
like the cool grades. You had multiple pairs left of every size.
Cool grades like the fours.
Yeah,
I'll tell you know my reason behind that.
I mean, yeah, you had multiple pairs, but I think this one is going to be kind of like that Jim Red release. You'll have to go through it to
Yeah,
through the raffle and
you
all
probably
that.
hit that on. Yeah, you probably on point with that.
Two
It's
days
gonna feel like
later,
the
you'll
gym
still be
red.
in there waiting. Or like were the Crimson Tint a general release or were they a raffle too? I think they were general release. It was first come first serve.
Was that?
Crimson Tint was first come first serve.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. It was first come first serve.
Man, I didn't even bother
Yeah.
with those
The,
to be
the
honest with
turbo
you.
greens, the turbo greens were a raffle. And the funny thing
They
about that is
were.
they were a raffle, but the next day they had a ton of pair left over.
Yeah, yeah.
They
Even the
had a
rookie of the
ton of
years,
pairs.
man. Even the rookie of the years, man.
Mm-hmm. I
Those
forgot those. Yep.
those sat for a little bit, and then all of a sudden they sold out, and now they booming. They
Really?
booming now. Yeah. If you look at the rookie of the years, they just recently went up. And I'm trying to figure out when did that shoe come out? Was it
Look at
this
the
year?
year? No.
Last
No.
year?
Yeah, it was last year.
It takes about that long for a shoe to go up. If you're
Yeah.
a reseller, if you plan on reselling, general release and something that sat the next day, compared to like the Obsidians were in the satin black toes that was gone in freaking 60 seconds. You know, the difference in a general release that sits is going to take about a year to
I
go
agree.
up.
No,
It's going to
I
take about a
completely.
year.
No, I,
Will these first class go up? Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Look at the
I,
gym compared to the gym red
I don't see that, man.
or the crimson tint
I
compared to
think
those
I think too much is coming out for them to really matter. They're gonna get lost in the shuffle.
babysitters.
Yep, I think they're gonna get lost in the shuffle.
Jesus, man.
Too much coming out, man. Like it's too, especially what you got the Chicago's coming out, All Star Weekend. Um,
That's
you
still
have
a
to,
ways down though. That's the we still got to go through a wave, the wave of the bread 11s that's coming out.
no, you do, and that's my point. You got those, you got the Grade 11s, you got
You got
multiple Yeezys that are
you
coming
got,
out.
and that's so crazy, man. Oh man, I don't
They're
know.
gonna get lost in the shuffle, bro. Like
That's crazy.
they're gonna get lost in the shuffle.
And it's so crazy. It's like the Yeezys that's coming out now are more highly anticipated than the ones that just came out because simply of the colorway.
Exactly. You're gonna have
That's an
those.
interesting subject, man. We're gonna have to definitely
Yeah,
make some time for that
yeah.
because
You're gonna see a lot
I want
of
to go in on that.
yeah. You're gonna see a lot of like that shoe. You also got the shattered backboards that are coming out in October. That shoe is about to get lost in the shuffle of things. So
Bro, because even the group that we in, like the energy is totally different from the Cloud Whites and the Citrins to where the Yeezys is coming out. The same
mhm,
exact shoe with no pull tab,
yep,
but in a funky colorway. We might
yep.
be
Something different.
entering that funky frequency wave type deal that, hey man, I'm tired of this type of color.
Exactly. That's really
So
you just hit the head right on the nail. It's just like with this, like people talked about the shattered backboard that's releasing end of October. They're like, oh man, it looks wrinkly, it's patent leather. I guarantee you though, watch that shoe, watch that shoe take off. Because it's different.
you know why it's gonna take off? It's because it's a high. It's a high and it's a shattered backboard, like
Yep.
like I said, the name, you know.
And
So
people are gonna make up for what they lost out on. I'm
why it's look, man, look,
about
some
shattered backboard.
watch somebody football, not football season, but basketball season is coming up, and you know you got these players coming out and like making a fashion statement before they enter the game. You know what I mean? Like hey, this was LeBron was wearing before the game.
Yep.
You know, somebody wear them shattered backboards or somebody wear them obsidians.
There you go. That's my point, man. Like I think people are going to you're gonna have people that lost out on other shadow backboards. They don't want to pay the high price, so they want to be able to say, I own a pair of shadow backboards. I'm
Yeah,
one of those individuals that if I even look at the shoe, it's going to be based on the concept that I want the colorway, and I'm not going to pay for my size $900 for that shoe right now.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
going to do it. I can't do it right now.
If you want to use that shoe as a trick
There you go.
for a trade,
There you go. That's
we'll get to that. We'll
my
get
whole
to that
thought.
definitely on the next time.
But yeah, good show, man. Good conversation. Um, man, anybody that needs, any comments, anything that you have, man, leave them below, bro. Hold on. What if they did like one like the last 350 on the side?
I don't know if we'll see that again.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
When was the last shoe that did that?
They don't give me the line. I'm not a big
Exactly.
like I
Say I think it was the blue tints,
yeah,
but
I
say
want to say
less.
that, but I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not a big Yeezy. I not a big. I really started getting heavily into Yeezy when the Wave Runners came out, and I was all in then.
Yeah, yeah. Well, look, Big Air. We'll talk about this and definitely we're gonna do not research, but I just don't want to come out here and talk to you about bullshit because I want to have a good conversation about this topic right here. Why they alter different shoes, man. I want next episode we're gonna touch on this for sure.
Yeah, I think that's a good conversation.
It's a good valid point, man.
I just don't see that happening anytime. I mean, not right now, man. I got maybe a re-release, maybe. I don't know.
Tune
But
in the next episode. I'll tell you why.
even with that, but who knows? But like I said, good episode. If you have any questions for us, man, you can reach us, at our IG pages, bro. Um, always like leave a comment below, man. We're here. Um, the conversation is always going to be about two different perspectives, two different sides. Um, we'll have guests on the show to kind of balance us out. Because hey, our opinions don't mean shit without you all getting feedback and you all like jumping
Yes.
in there and kind of spit. So I'm
Chime
I'm
in. Let us know.
love to hear what you all think. But man, as always, man, live your best life. Thank you for everything. Keep pushing forward. We'll see you next week, bro.
Peace.